And so just my teammates threw me the ball in the right spots tonight, and I just finished what they started. So.
Is it green box?
Yeah, we basically every season we tape out a small green box in the paint, basically just us posts working for really deep post positioning, and we got to make sure we're in the green box. Yeah.
You guys were in that a lot tonight.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys scored 80 plus points for 8 consecutive games, tying a program record. What does that mean?
I just think we have a lot of people that can score in a lot of different ways, and I think when our defense translates to offense, I think we're really hard to guard. And when everybody contributes, I think defenses kind of struggle to pick which one to take away. And so when we can play with pace and then we turn our defense into offense, I think we can. That's why we can get out and run and score.
You speak on defenses struggling on what to guard. There were 5 of you who scored in double figures tonight. Is that kind of the type of offense you're looking for? You're spreading the ball around. You're not relying on just one person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think like our depth is our greatest weapon. Any night, anybody can kind of, anyone can do anything on each night. And I think that makes us so dangerous. Just not knowing who it's going to be each night, and that's just what's so special about this team. We're just so happy for each other and each other's successes.
Look, and I know it's been a journey for you getting back to full speed in your junior year, but how did tonight feel? Felt like this was your most complete game this season.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely been a journey, but I'm very grateful for my journey. Obviously, everybody's is different, and so I just think I'm very grateful for the time that I get on the court, and it looks different every day. Practice in, practice out, whatever it looks like, and just I'm very thankful for my support staff and the training staff that we have because they spend a lot of time with me. But it's very fun to get out there and to contribute and just to play with the girls. I think the momentum takes a lot of it away, and so just being able to get out there and play the speed of the game is just really fun.
Is it defeat that are the same thing that's kind of bothering you when you're struggling?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it has stemmed from that, but I think just a lot of compensation and stuff and just causing other things, but all minor, and we're working on it, so I'll be perfectly healthy for Big Ten.
Jessica, you scored the double-double on the night when you're also honored for not being from America with multicultural tonight, which is really cool. So, how do you compass today all together?
I mean, coincidentally, it happened on the same night, but it's just so cool that I'm at a place where I get recognized for that. It's not easy sometimes being this far from home. Makes it easy when I got Petra with me too. We kind of relate and understand. It was also really cool on the other side of the ball to see so many other international students from Bradley tonight. So it's just a really cool night to be celebrated in that way.
Logan, this team is known for being very efficient beyond the arc, especially last year. You guys have carried that on into this year. But today it was just one of those games where you had to rely on players like Jessica getting it in the green box, as she said. So what does it mean to have teammates like that where maybe things aren't going to work out beyond the arc? You know you can get it down low and things will still go your way.
Yeah, I mean, I think like Peach said, that speaks for our depth, but depth in each position. And we talked about it just now in our post game, but that's what we pride ourselves on is we can get the ball in the paint day in and day out. And if our shots go in from behind the arc, it's a great day, but if they don't, it's still a great day because we have bigs that can finish down low and are very efficient. And I just think our assist to turnover ratio shows that, and we share the ball with each other inside out. I think we got a lot of our threes that ended up going in were from inside out paint touches like that. So I think it makes us really hard to guard. And so I think if we keep growing on that, I think it'll be a really good year for us.
You spoke about celebrating your teammates and how everybody can score, and it seemed like you guys almost got more excited when you were on the bench and your teammates were scoring, like when Alana hit the Euro step and got the and one layup. Can you speak on just how you get or why you guys get so excited for when other people are doing things?
I think it's just our depth is so exciting, but it's also just when people get their chances, when they just grab it with 2 hands. It's so fun to see because everyone's putting in work behind the scenes, and so it's just so awesome to see it kind of pay off and they get rewarded in the game. And they're just awesome human beings, and they do the same for us when we're on the court. And so it's just so fun to celebrate them off the court. So, yeah.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Nebraska's
things up here with Nebraska coach Amy Williams. First, I'll say that Justin was correct. It's Jessica Petrie's second career double-double. We all forgot that because it came against Washington, and we didn't really like that game. Including Jess forgot it as well. So she would appreciate if this was her first one, but we'll call it her second. Coach, if you'd like to make an opening statement and then take questions.
Yeah, I thought it was just another great team effort today, and just had a lot of people stepping up at different times and making great contributions. The assist to turnovers or assist to made baskets, was something that I'm really proud of. I think showing that this team is buying into just let's work for our best shot in possessions, and then just, rebounding margin was going to be a big key for today's game. So just thrilled that we were able to take care of those two things and come out with a good win.
This game was sort of in a weird spot in the schedule between the MT and Penn State and over the weekend. What did you just like about how the team stayed focused and put it together in both ends?
Yeah, I mean, I have had a lot of people telling me, "Oh, it's a trap game. It's a trap game." I don't, as coaches, we don't love talking about. We're just taking one game at a time all week. But yes, understandably, coming back from the Thanksgiving tournament and that championship, and coming back home and knowing kind of what's looming, this group did a great job of just keeping their focus on one game at a time and having respect for every opponent. And Bradley was an opponent that was deserving of our respect when we watched what they did in their holiday tournament. So I'm just proud of our kids for staying locked in and focused and accomplishing the things that needed to happen to get a win.
Coach, you tied the program record in 8 straight games, scoring 80-plus points. You've been there for quite a while. What does that mean to you for this team to achieve it?
I'm more concerned about how we're playing on the other side of the ball, and so I didn't even know that was a program record or anything. I think that's been taking care of itself. We've been sharing the basketball well, which I'm thrilled with, and then having so many efficient performances. Like when you look at Amaya Hargrove being 5 for 8, Britt 7 for 9, Petra 6 for 8. I mean, just a lot of really efficient performances. And I think when you do that and see that, you're probably going to see some points put up on the board. And I like the pace that we're playing with right now, and that starts with Britt, but it's everybody doing their part.
How proud you were, Logan, today, the way she played?
Yeah, I thought Logan's stat line was amazing, and she's still working into, everything, but for her to come out there and have it's career high assist for Logan. Yeah, career high, 10 points, 7 assists, no turnovers, and 5 rebounds, just all areas that you can kind of impact the game. She had a steal at the top of the key that led to, I think, kind of a run-out layup or something as well. I thought just played great, well-rounded basketball. It's awesome to see. I think she's just getting more and more comfortable and conditioned, and love to see it.
I think we always admired her toughness. How have you kind of seen her persevere in the first part of the season and get to this point where she can do what she's doing?
Yeah, she is one tough cookie, and has fought through a lot over her career, but just even this year to watch what she's been going through, and she just continues to find ways to put it out there for our team and find ways to impact things. It's just it's actually just inspiring for me and for our team to kind of watch the way that she just continues to overcome whatever hurdle comes her way.
You doubled them in the paint, scoring 56 points and 26. What made you also effective?
I think maybe because we emphasize that. I mean, before the game, one of our defensive goals is how many, minimizing their paint touches. We have a goal of what we want to not allow them any more opportunities of getting paint touches. And then on our end, we have a goal of how many paint touches we want to be able to get ourselves. And so I think because that's a point of emphasis, our kids, seem to really buy into that and make that a focus. And that allows us to to accomplish those things. But once again, I keep saying this, but I just credit a lot of that to Britt, because she's playing with great pace, and a lot of those paint points and paint touches come because she can get us and wiggle into that paint touch to start possessions, and good things happen when she does that.
As a follow-up, did you guys hit that goal on either side of the ball?
We did not hit the goal for the defensive side of the ball. I will say that. I think we did accomplish our goal offensively with paint touches, but not defensive. And to be honest, they had more paint touches in the first half than our goal for the game was. So we got some work to do there.
Do you see this as entering Big Ten players as a game on Saturday? I'm not trying to diminish the game, but
Yeah, I mean, it's really important. Every single Big Ten game is, every game on our schedule is, when you have the type of goals that we have for our program. And so we feel like, I think our girls are excited that there's a Big Ten opponent on the horizon. Everything we've been doing up to this point is to hopefully prepare us for Big Ten play. So, just a lot of excitement right now.
the league is extraordinary, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, you could say that. I mean, you could say that. I just think you just keep watching, and, there's multiple teams that are not being mentioned right now or in the polls that could make a really strong case for it. And when you think about that, 1 year ago, 12 teams from the Big Ten Conference played in the NCAA tournament, and another team, in addition to that, won the WBI tournament, and the postseason success. It's incredible. You almost shake your head at top to bottom how strong the league is, and it's going to be a grind.
Going back to how you guys played in the paint today, I know you might not have hit your goal on defense, but Jessica actually mentioned today was a green box kind of day, referring to an actual green box you guys put on the floor. So. Yeah. How does it feel knowing that at the forward position you guys have a lot of depth, and now heading into Big Ten play, that's going to matter a lot?
Yeah, I mean, I think the great thing is we have forwards that can do a lot of different things and come at you in a lot of different ways. And, when they went to zone defense coming out of one of the breaks, I don't know if it was a quarter break or a timeout, but and Amaya Hargrove just flashes into the mid post, and it's just like a money shot for her. Or, the green box is something we do emphasize. But I feel like, Petra and Eliza and Peach and all of them are effective. Emily Fisher got a great touch down there and got herself to the free throw line with a green box touch. And so I feel like because we have such versatility, there's a lot of different ways that we can come at you and attack and thrive. And I know there was a lot of people that felt like that was going to be a question mark with the graduation of Alexis Markowski, but we have lots of players that are wanting to be able to step in and step up.
Coach, how does the depth of this team prepare you for Big Ten play? A lot of people playing today.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about the depth as being one of our team's superpowers from the very beginning, and we know that in the rigors of this challenging schedule and Big Ten schedule and the remaining non-conference games that we have here even before Christmas, that there's lots of things that can happen, and so foul trouble and just the such. So we are going to lean heavily on continuing to gain as much experience as we can up and down this roster so that we're prepared for whatever comes our way.
Maybe the defense didn't play up to your standard necessarily, but you talked on Tuesday about Nelson averaging around 20 points. You guys held her to 13, 5 of 12 shooting on that end. Was that something that lived up to what you were hoping?
I told the girls I was pleased with that. I mean, I know she scored double figures, and you might be thinking, but it was well below her average. It took her 12 shots to get there, and we forced her into 4 turnovers. And so I think that in that realm, she was still kind of the head of the snake for them and still led them in scoring, but I thought our team made her have to work for those 13 points.
Coach, you've had a lot of international players on your team with Josh Shelley, and now you have Jessica and Petra. Can you kind of talk about what that's like for those international players to come to this team and kind of represent Nebraska in maybe a different way, not being from the States?
Yeah, I mean, I'm inspired by those international students each and every day, just to uproot and move so far away from home to come chase their dreams and to have chose Nebraska. I think, there's no place like it, and it's a really special place that has embraced our international students and just really lifted them up and made it a home away from home. And the way that their teammates have just, invited them in and take them home for holidays and just, try to do everything we can to make this a special place. But, Jess Petrie and I were texting over the Thanksgiving break and on Thanksgiving Day, and she was like, just thank you so much for bringing me here where I, have met my best friends, and I just, I love everybody that surrounds me, and, I think that's, they've brought such an awesome dynamic to our team's culture. Our team really respects and appreciates what the sacrifices that they're making to be here, to be a part of this team, and it's inspiring for all of us, and it's our family would not be complete without them.
You shared a quick moment with Ania Jones before the game started. What's it like to see somebody from the state, although she didn't play, having some success elsewhere?
Yeah, well, I watched her play a lot of basketball throughout the years. Just, she's the same age as my daughter, so I got to watch her from 6th grade and 7th grade and 8th grade and all the way up, and what a successful high school career she had at Omaha Central, and just a great player, one of the best players coming out of our state. And so just wanted her to know we're continuing to pray for her and her health, and so she can get back out on the court and doing what we all know that she's capable of, and she's a really special, unique player.
Anything else for Coach Williams? Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Coach.
Good luck.
Thank you.